has been on documentation, and people also applying for the wrong purpose. Instead of refurbishment, they were asking us to buy off or sell off the loans and the rest. So this is now a very good opportunity. Like today, it has been a very successful event where we've also had investors from Lamu being able to come here and be able to apply that. So we'll have a team again which will assist the whole people in all those 4 or 5 counties to be able to run this process between now and end of January, so that we eventually have applications which are suitable to be able to consume about 1.5 billion, which is remaining for the coast region. The loan we are going to give them is a maximum of 50 million for a single establishment, and if it's a chain hotel, the maximum they get is 200 million. The terms of the loan is a 5% at reducing balance, but we are giving them 1 full year free of charge, meaning once you receive your money, you have 1 year to be able to do the work you need to do, at the same time do your recovery process. So you start effectively making payments to us after 1 year of doing business. I think one issue that we have seen is the coast region was one region that really lagged behind in terms of documentation and being able to help. The other regions have done very well, and they have been able to give documentation in full, and the numbers were quite high, and they did very well. So for the purpose of that, I think we have been able now to be able to see how we can fully support the coast, considering 80% or 90% of employment in the coast is through the hospitality sector, and the hospitality value chain in the coast is actually what is driving the economies in the coast region. I think one of the biggest demands that we are having for many of the investors is they need more time to prepare for this documentation. Secondly, obviously, many of them are saying it's been a very tough year. And especially in the last, since COVID-19, are there any other ways, other forms of support they can be able to get, which would be able to aid them to be able to commence? So you will see there's a very high demand of people wanting the government to buy off some of their loans to ensure that they're reduced. They are also to benefit to a low interest loan. They're also asking for additional support in terms of salaries and be able to do that. That is something we are taking on board, and we'll be able to see what package you can be able to develop for them in future.
Tumeelewana na wawekezaji wa Kilifi kwa katika hizi wiki mbili zinazokuja kutakuwa na maafisa kutoka kwa Tourism Finance Corporation wakisaidiana pia na maafisa wa county ili kuweza kuwasaidia wawekezaji wetu. Masuala mengi ambayo inaibuka kutoka kwa wawekezaji Kilifi ni mambo mfano ya collateral za property zao. Kuna mambo za pia incomplete registration ambazo zinatokana na kukosa license tofauti zikiwapo zingine za county government. Kama county government pia tuko tayari kuwasaidia wawekezaji wetu ili waweze kupata hizi license, ndio waweze kuaccess hizi pesa ambazo ziko katika Tourism Finance Corporation. Hii fund ambayo iko available sasa hizi ni fund ya kuweza kurekebisha majengo yao na kujitayarisha kwa utalii kwa msimu unaokuja. Kuna zile funds.
Most of the establishments you will find them they are running. They have been doing business, but they are not fully compliant. And that's why you can see TFC have come down to talk to the stakeholders about the stimulus fund. But most of them have not complied, because you will find that they don't even pay, some of them don't even pay their taxes. And the requirements that were there are tax compliance for KRA, tax compliance for tourism fund, and those are things that are actually needed. When you checked in the forum, the only things that were required that were business plan and the BQs. Those were the only foreign things that they were supposed to have. The rest of the things are just copies, which means TFC thought that if you are running a business, all the documents, all the permits, all the licenses you are supposed to be having. But I can tell you that if you look at, especially Kilifi County, there is a lot of mushroom properties and businesses. They are not compliant. That's why they keep on complaining. Even if you were to go to the records of NHIF and NSF, you will find that very few staff are recorded. Very few staff are paying. So which means we have been making noise that there is staff turnovers, there have been low peaks, that so many people are out of jobs. But if you look at the real statistics, you will find that there is nothing.
From me. Kwa mfano kama mkutano wa leo, katika zile hoteli zote ziko hapa, kuna wenye wamezingatia wakasema kwamba most of the stakeholders wenye kwa hapa ni international stakeholders wenye hoteli za kifahari, lakini hatujaona kwamba wameconsider mtalii wa kawaida like local investors. Kwa mfano mimi being a local investors nimekuwa kivyangu, nimekuwa nikipromote biashara yangu kivyangu, lakini I think hii forum inafaa pia kushikilia wale watu wa local tourist investors. Isizingatie tu 5-star hoteliers, isizingatie tu wale wako na kiwango kikubwa cha kuleta watalii. Siku hizi kama mmoja wetu venye alisema kwamba local tourism na vitu vidogo vidogo ambao zinafanyika na locals, siku hizi ndio zinaleta utalii na ndio zinaleta pesa nyingi katika hata kama ni kidogo kidogo, lakini tuko wengi ambao tuna promote tourism industry.
Tulikuwa hatujajua hasa kwamba kuna hazina hii ambayo inataka kupewa mikopo wa Kenya, lakini tulipopata habari basi nimekuja hapa moja kwa moja kuhakikisha kwamba yale ambayo yatazungumza hapa nitarudi nayo nyumbani nieleze wenzangu vipi niwasisitize tukae tujaze hizo fomu za maombi ili na watu wetu pia waweze kupata natija ya hiyo mikopo ya kuweza kuendeleza biashara zetu za Lamu. Utalii Lamu ulikuwa uko juu, lakini kusema kweli janga la corona limetuathiri kwa ukubwa sana. Tunashukuru kwamba Christmas iliyopita na sherehe za mwaka mpya tumeweza kupata wageni wa ndani ya Kenya.